Nigeria's booming telecom sector is facing a serious challenge: a shortage of skilled professionals. Experts say this gap not only threatening the industry growth but also limits opportunities for millions of unemployed youth across the country. Since the liberalization of telecom industry in 2001, the sector has created hundreds of thousands of jobs and drive Nigerian digital economy. But a new reality is emerging. There are not enough skilled Nigerians to fill critical roles. Studies show that while employers demand advanced digital skills, only a small fraction of workers actually possess them. Positions like software developers, data analysts, ICT engineers, and even mid-level technicians remain difficult to fill.
Telecom sector and the digital economy space as well, we realize that there is a shortage of skilled and as well as the kind of workforce that we can depend on to shoulder the day-to-day operation of that sector. And for Nigeria, this is a target that the country is already working on. But the problem that we have now is how to make sure that the target that we're working on is inclusive, that doesn't leave anybody behind, that it captures people in the urban area as well as people in rural areas. So this is the major challenge that we are facing, because currently Nigeria is working to make sure that by 2030 we are able to raise our digital literacy by about 95%. So the first target is by 2027 to achieve about 75% of the entire target.
Some people are employed, like your market traders, your farmers, but because they are not working in a formal ecosystem or formal setting, most people don't see them as employed. Well, but they are going out to do something every day. Now, how ICT or technology has taken a huge chunk of it is now you have a lot of people selling their business online. You have a lot of people on Instagram. You have a lot of people on Facebook and TikTok. You have a lot of people working remotely. You have a lot of people doing a lot of internet or technology-enabled businesses. And as it stands, even some of those people are entrepreneurs, and their income is not even seen by or registered under the tax net or the recognized government net. And it's not because the government doesn't want to recognize it, it's even that government is playing catch up to technology. So as it stands, technology is playing a huge role in getting our youths employed today.
Ironically, this shortage exists at a time when youth unemployment in Nigeria is among the highest in Africa. Experts warn that if urgent action is not taken, the nation could miss out on new waves of digital opportunities.
First, I'll propose a multifaceted approach, Sydney. Firstly, infrastructure. We need to have infrastructure such as community centers, e-libraries, and also support schools, private schools, secondary government schools, in establishing digital hubs. It's very necessary. If you check what's trending right now online in China is catching them young, and not even starting from the youths. That's the teens. They started from the kindergarten. That's to me scary in the sense of the fact that they are planning ahead, and that is something that should be a great concern. So first of all, that's the infrastructure, community centers, e-libraries, the schools, support schools, private schools. Not just taxing them alone. Okay, let them get the dividends of their tax. Support them with facilities, computers, internet access is very, 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 very important. Secondly, preparing the local, the governments, the communities, the local organizations. Nothing, without such infrastructures down in the local level. Local government areas don't have libraries, libraries. Before we go to e-libraries, and the existing ones are just there. There are some schools that actually have some state government. I can speak for Lagos state government that do have these hubs in quotes, but they're not functioning. They're just there.
One of the major resources that we have is a very youthful population. So I think about 65% of Nigerian population is still below the age of 25. this is a blessing. What we need to do is to design programs that can channel these resources into what we need to take care of the current need as well as the future need, because technology is very certain, it's a changing phenomenon. Every time you see new things coming on board, and before you can even understand what you have currently, another thing is already coming up. So we have the population that we need, very energetic, highly creative, and very young population. So part of the things we can learn is to collaborate. So one thing we can do, instead of importing talent from countries that are doing well in this area, is probably design program that will be a kind of collaboration with them. We can learn from them.
Government programs like the 3 Million Technical Talent Initiative and the National Digital Literacy Framework are already targeting skills development. Telecom operators are also stepping in, funding scholarships, supporting training hubs, and pledging to train young Nigerians. But stakeholders say more needs to be done. They are calling for a dedicated telecom training academy to produce work-ready graduates and stronger measures to keep skilled Nigerians for leaving the country.
The benefits of digital inclusion and data skills to the rural areas, one of the areas we need to work on is infrastructure and connectivity, because unlike in urban areas, so many people in the rural areas are disconnected. They fall on the dark side of digital divide. So this is one area we need to really work work on, to make sure that we onboard as many people as possible, irrespective of where they are located in the country. So we need to decentralize our learning models, so in such a way that we can end up establishing community-based training centers in schools and libraries and local government facilities in the country, so across the country. So we also need to make sure we promote mobile learning through smartphone, because a lot of people they can get things done through smartphone, online, and all. So we need to make sure where the facility is not available physically, we can still find a way to create a virtual benefit for people in the rural areas. So we need to decentralize the learning model. This is very, very important.
The message is clear. Bridging Nigerians' telecom skill gap is more than an industry issue. It's a national priority for country's millions of unemployed youths. It could be the gateway to jobs, innovation, and a brighter future. Sydney Okafor for Anchor News.